Like they have, their options are literally cut in half after something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's a character who loves to be playing in the mid-range, and he's up against a character who's just better at that
Just
than he
better,
is.
yeah, in every sense. Dash punch is really going to be the deciding factor, but Fudo just too smart for dash punches.
Yeah, and he's been picking great spots on screen. That was could have been a chance, but didn't take it. Very close now.
Oh no!
Oh, he didn't go for crazy setups. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna. Yeah, he's just EX all the way out. You know, EX, wait, jab, EX again, and that's a lot of chip damage. And he probably would have regenerated to another EX, so he was he was fine.
He was in a great position.
Yes, definitely.
He takes the first game pretty convincingly.
Ooh, I want to see some neutral jumps from AJS. It's a really good way to bait Fei Long and get there you go. See, and get information to see what kind of Fei Long player they are. So, and Fudo just kind of showed that he's a very twitchy player right there.
He is. He absolutely is.
So being AJS, I would try to do some like sound play, hit my buttons hard, make it seem like I'm doing stuff, neutral jump a lot, and just play patient, you know?
Yeah, one advantage in a way that American players have, or that just non-Japanese players have, is that most of us are not used to playing on head-to-head cabinets. In Japan, that's what you do.
Yeah.
So you're not used to hearing the opponent's buttons, and you're not used to playing your own game with buttons in mind.
I mean, it's definitely preferable to play on a head-to-head. Oh, and okay, so Fudo does take that one. It's definitely preferable to play on a head versus head because you know you don't get to hear them, so it feels a little more honest. But I've actually grown to appreciate the sound game in Street Fighter. So.
Me too.
Yeah. There's actually a big story about one of my friends who went to Korea, and they love it too over there. So
okay,
they develop it as well. It's funny.
I like it.
Oh,
he did.
All the way.
If he had guessed wrong on that, if AJS had blocked, that would have been a good 30% life.
Yeah, that would have been good damage. AJ not out of it. He is in a corner as a Balrog player. That's got to be tough. I mean, he needs to start. Yeah, he needs to start mounting some kind of offense, but Fudo is just so compact and so ready. He probably feels like every button he's hitting is going to be punished.
He needed that in the Ultra, and he didn't get it. He's still caught in the corner. That would have been so good, not just for damage, but again, out of the corner. And it's just been so rough for him to get out. Any chip is going to do it. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, this guy's reactions are amazing.
Beautiful reaction right there.
Amazing play.
Yeah.
Fudo takes it very convincingly, 4 straight rounds. Hey, he won Evolution 2011 last year with a similar number of players in Street Fighter 4, so he proved that he can go through the gauntlet all the way.
I think for the simple reason that he won last year, he kind of has to be like the statistical favorite to win again this year in some sense, because he really hasn't like deteriorated his skill at all.
No,
he's just got better.
He's very good.
If anything, like him, Justin, and Ita, of course, winning the Topanga League tournament or cup or whatever it is. So, those three, I think, maybe even Infiltration are kind of all like the front runners. If like you were a betting man, those 3 or 4 I would bet on.
I don't think I would bet on some of those.
You're crazy, that's why. Well, check out Godlike Controls, man. How about that? Premium arcade stick parts. You know, I could use some buttons too, so this is pretty cool. But check out that gate right there. The Spark CE, the world's only adjustable optical joystick for Sandwall JLF. It's silent and precise. You know, we were just talking about the sound game. Well, silent is
that's a big deal.
It's a tool. Yeah,
it's a big deal.
And you can go ahead and find that at gdlk.co. So hit them up, go buy some of those Godlike products.
So up next, we teased it a little bit before. This is a big one. There you can see the 2 guys on the right of your screen. That's first player side is Weirdo Neo, who is from Korea and then has been playing out of Anchorage, Alaska.
Alaska, that's right, man. He always makes the trek over here. And this guy is, you know, I've seen him play a lot of online sets with players like Latif and stuff, and he puts in work. This guy's amazing.
Actually, that's right. He has Boston on his shirt. He actually recently moved from Alaska over to Boston. So now he's fighting from Massachusetts nowadays, and he has Jury. He's really one of just a couple players who has taken Jury, I think a strong character, into really high-level strong play. And his opponent is Kino, who we saw before.
Man, this is going to be crazy. One of the biggest problems with Jury, she's definitely going to be hucking a lot of fireballs, and jumping roundhouse is going to be good versus Balrog. One of the big problems she's going to have is playing footsies versus Balrog. She has a slow walk speed, and her ground pokes they're not going to lead to big damage. So, but yeah, I think Neo knows that.
It's going to be about control for him.
Yes, there we go. Great job. Stalking fireballs. Fireballs going to be so big in this game to zone Balrog from doing anything.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with how she works, each time she kicks up in the air like that, she's storing a fireball, and you have to keep that button held.
Yep.
Whenever you let it go, the fireball comes out. So she has a really interesting mechanic like that.
Right, and we call that negative edge. That's when you let go of a button, it actually reads an input in Street Fighter. And Kino just lands a super, puts him in a quarter. Let's see what kind of work he can do here.
Oh, nice block.
Good EX. I actually respect that EX.
Ooh, mistimed, and that's going to be the round.
That will be it. Weirdo Neo up 1 round in this first match.
You got to trust that Weirdo Neo is going to be hitting his combos like that. He got the link.
And who knows how to play versus Jury?
That's a major problem for Kino right now. As strong as Kino is, I don't know that he really has much experience against Jury. Certainly in Cali, we don't really have a strong one.
No, I don't think anybody does. And he's found out the hard way that her crouching medium and crouching fierce punch are some of the best normal anti-airs in the game.
That's right.
So. Ooh, good dive right there.
Yeah, variation on that.
Yep. He knew that wasn't going to land. He used it to avoid a headbutt or a crouch fierce or stance medium. So.
Oh, this is a bad position to be in against a character with great corner control and great counter hit setups in Jury. Who's going to go in Ultra 1. She gets very, very fast walk speed and dash speed in this.
Her dash
speed
is insane.
She gets the ability to chain things that she otherwise doesn't get.
Oh, a clinic on Kino in the Feng Shui engine.
Did you see that? It was stand strong into overhead, stand strong into overhead,
yeah.
then low.
Then low. Wow, the mix-ups.
Kino did not have the guess. And
it's so hard to deal with. She gets like crazy frame advantage, and she can actually get combos after overhead. Weirdo Neo probably assuming that Kino knew that, opted to go for like 2 or 3 resets right there.
I like this pick. You know what? His ROG didn't work out, and like we were saying, I don't think he really knew what to do about it. So he's going to go to another character that he has. I mean, he's very strong with both of these guys. He has 1 tournament with both, and he's going to see whether he can figure out a little bit better what to do with Adon.
I don't know, man. You know, the big difference about this character, though, is he has DPFADC. So if he ever gets a little too scared, he can just go ahead and do that. And that is, you know, your panic button is what we call them. Yeah. And when you're worried, he can get an invincible and get out of there.
He also has the ability to play an aerial game. He can get through and over fireballs a little bit better than ROG can. And maybe those are the things that he's thinking about right now.
But oddly enough, Jury is one of those rare characters that have normals that beat the Jaguar kicks.
Right.
Crouching medium being it.
Wow, he is maximizing everything here. Weird. I love that anti-air fireball just in case of jump. That's the kind of thing that makes me love Street Fighter like that. Just prediction. It's one of those things where if you run into it, that's great. If you don't, no problem.
Yeah, it freezes you too, because he throws that anti-air fireball, and you're like, oh crap, he has that.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't jump. It puts that in your head, like stay there. So really great. Well, Weirdo Neo is just putting on a Jury clinic, and Kino does not have the answer. And I don't know if he's going to have the time to learn this matchup right now.
Well, he's running out of it.
Ooh, but big damage. Ooh! That DP.
He's not going to be able to kill, I don't think.
Close though.
Yeah, unfortunately, Adon, not very high damage output. No, just keeping it to chip. All right, here comes Neo. He's not dead yet. Yeah.
Watch this dash.
So I'm telling you, amazing.
It's like the Roadrunner, man. Yeah. That is so fast.
No, Kino taking a guess. It didn't pay off. Still some engine activated. I'm so surprised he's not matching DP. There it is.
There you go. You called that one, David. And actually, he had a little mini mind game right there. He ended up finishing his string with a low, and Kino ended up blocking high. So Neo's really in his head. Even though he lost that round, I feel like he's really in Kino's head.
Yeah.
Kino needs to press him, though. There's that crouching medium punch I was talking about.
Neo's playing so intelligently.
He is just such a good player, and it's so bizarre because it's like, where does this guy come from? Who does he play versus? But online warrior, and probably has some good friends that he played with in Alaska and Boston.
Yep. Oh, Kino has not really gone for the side-to-side stuff.
Oh, her crouching medium kick actually goes under that too. So she has a lot of options.
Okay, it worked last time, not this time. All right, here it comes. Oh, he needs one more thing. This is a chance for Neo. Yep, it's going to be Ultra 1 in Kino's face. He's taken off a good chunk of damage each time he's done it so far.
He's not putting any gaps in those strings. Does he not want to get DP'd?
Oh,
that's it. No punish. Still has Feng Shui engine. It's dwindling down, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to press too hard on this.
No. Now he wants to play a little bit of the neutral game, a little bit of the footsie game. Oh, dashes into a jump strong right there.
Okay, so Kino's switch to Adon paid off. It looked like he was going to get 4-0'd, but the last 2 rounds he takes.
Great comeback, and you know the strategy is really just having that. I mean, that DP and the dive, the Jaguar kicks are paying off, scaring Neo.
Did you see the reaction to the backdash there? He had crouching strong. That's not an option select. He just saw the backdash and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna button you.
I'm gonna hit you."
That's Kino.
Yeah, Kino's wild. Both these guys are playing great. They do not want to go to the losers bracket this early in the tournament. Although it'll kind of be a free ride for a while. Like, you know, you got to imagine if you get sent to the losers bracket early and you're at this caliber of a player, you'll be all right.
Well, I wonder how far we are in this bracket.
This is the 2nd time we've seen Kino, but it might be the 3rd time he's played. So.
Right. Oh, crouching jab, taking control afterward. That's risky, but I like his stick-to-itiveness on that.
And Kino is just... He was playing so patiently and just literally running away from Jury and pulling him into his game. But eventually, you're going to hit that corner, and you're going to have to make a decision to get out of there. And in that little pocket of decision-making, that's where Neo's going to fight you. But he managed to correct that and muscled his way out.
This is so smart.
Yeah, Kino is just so intelligent.
Oh, he's got to watch out now. Yo, is that dash up backdash? Oh my god.
It. Wow, Weirdo Neo with the wake-up stand low? Is that? Or it can't be a stand low.
No, it's not. But
so just counter hit then.
Yeah, I think Kino expected him to not be in his face. Each time so far, Neo has actually gone in there and made things happen. I keep thinking that he's going to backdash or something. Right, just an expectation, but it hasn't happened. So he's known what to do.
Oh, that's wild. He could have just been, you know, in between decisions basically. So, but Neo is up 1, and if he wins this one, he's going to send Kino to losers in what would be essentially an upset.
I think these are both really strong players.
Yes. I think as far as, you know, name recognition goes, people really have a lot of faith in Kino, though.
Yeah. Oh, he's fighting from the corner, but he's been doing a great job of playing in the mid-range. He hasn't really had much media pressure on Jury's wake-up. He's just really been dominating in the mid-range or not being at ranges that Jury can deal with.
Yeah, I agree. And the problem now is that Feng Shui Engine has proved to be a comeback mechanic. It's actually worked.
Oh, he missed the DP.
Wow.
He crouched instead of getting the Dragon Punch, and instead of maybe taking the game here, or the round, he loses a ton of life.
He ate a full jump, and luckily Weirdo Neo messed up his combo. He's going to activate Feng Shui.
That's
He's going to punish
him.
the wall dive.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
He should have seen that. Neutral jumped. I mean, I don't know why he jumped forward. You could actually get a punish right there. Feng Shui Engine's activation is something like 11 frames, but it's quick.
There it is.
Wow, he just did it. That was so risky. You know, A-Dog can punish with Ultra. He just put the match on the table right there and said, I know.
Yeah, he's happy about it. Check him out.
He's getting hype, yeah. Weirdo Neo, no stranger to theatrics after his wins. I remember when Infiltration won Cross Tekken over at NCR, he like draped the flag around him and started getting goofy on stage.
I remember that.
And here he comes, Filipino champ. He is going to be fighting. His opponent is moseying along. I don't know if he's here. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah. All right, and of course, Filipino champ's going to be playing Sim, but he does have a Seth in the pocket. He also has a Balrog. So, although he is well known for his Sim, very often has he gone to Seth and Balrog for specific matches. So it's a possibility. I don't think we'll see it. Yeah. I think he said something along the lines of, I'm going Seth the whole way, or Sim the whole way through this tournament. So.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. He hasn't been playing a ton of Street Fighter. I mean, he still practices this from time to time, but really Marvel vs. Capcom 3 has become his main game. He's one of the best at it.
Yes, he is.
So he's mostly into that game, but at CEO, he actually had a great tournament in Street Fighter 4, and in the team tournament, he did really, really well. So he still has the ability.
That, Japanese team, I believe.
Yeah, he did super well.
That's incredible. That's really big. I mean, that'll do something for your confidence too, like he needs any. But you know, the fact that he beat them all is like those guys rarely lose in the tournament.
Right.
You know, you can say what you want about it being a team tournament, but it's the fact that he beat them. So.
Right. And he has a very interesting sim style. Some Dawsums that you see are very stationary. They'll pick spots on screen and fight for every inch, but he's very mobile as a sim player, and he
slides, dives,
a ton of those, and he also has this scientific style of play where he'll literally count frames and know exactly what to do in situations based on whether he thinks he's at plus a certain number of frames or minus a certain number of frames. I've seen him lose before and come over to me and be like, man, I forgot that there was a counter hit. Like literally, I forgot that I counter hitted him. So that meant that my frames were different than they otherwise would have been, and so I did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the kind of Dawson that he has.
He's he's an amazing sim player. You know, and enough can't be said about the work he puts into fighting games. He loves them. He lives, eats, and breathes them. And he won't be happy with anything but a win. Straight up. He's that type of guy, so
just to let you know what happened in the previous match, that was actually to get into winners finals, I believe.
For the qualifier?
Yeah. Yeah, for the pool.
For the pool, right?
I'm just looking at the bracket right now, trying to figure out what's going on.
Out of all of A, or his specific, like, I don't know how this works.
No,
exactly,
that was pool A6. These are all different pools. So A is just the 8 a.m. timing. That's all that means.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of pools, right?
There are 16, or no, there are more than that. In Street Fighter, there are 19 A pools.
Yeah,
which is a lot.
Crazy.
This is pool A18, Filipino champ.
So Filipino champ going against Gigawatt.
I love the spelling of this.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually made a joke about that, like, just randomly. And it had nothing to do with this guy, so, yeah, pretty crazy.
Crazy day.
Yep. Actually, I think it was Gigabyte. Never mind. Anyways.
Oh, dang. Oh, he's got Cowboy Ken.
Yeah, and he's made it this far, so, you know, he can't be too bad. Hopefully. This is so tough, man. If you don't, like, I just feel so bad for people who've never played versus good Sims.
Right.
Because they just look lost. Like, they're just hitting buttons full screen and don't know why.
You can see the mobile style that we're talking about. Okay, Filipino champ takes a risk in going up close. I don't expect him to go to that much again. I like the risk. You know, it's worth trying stuff out, getting information.
Right, so Sim is like a very low risk, high reward, or I should say a high risk, low reward character, but he's very safe in like certain ranges. So,
but F Champ has kind of a risky style with him.
Yes.
And he put himself into the corner. If that had been blocked, he would have been kind of out of luck. And he would have been in the corner against Ken, not where you want to be.
Sim is always like one mix-up away from dying, I feel like, too. So the problem with him is you have to play perfect. Like, you always have to play perfect because one hit, and then that could be it for your whole match.
So either Filipino champ is in losers bracket or this is pool finals.
I mean, he could be in losers bracket.
He could be in losers. I don't know.
Who knows how focused he is about this game. So.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before, right? I mean, Marvel is his main game. That's really what he came here to play. I know they got here late yesterday.
Yeah, they did. They were tired, you know, probably didn't get a lot of sleep like all of us. So. But this guy's, you know, he's putting in work, and you can tell. Champ's a little out of practice, but...
Ooh, no punish there. That's really, really bad. If you're not punishing Sim as he's trying to teleport out of the corner like that, then he's just going to do it for free all day. And you're going to have a real rough time of nailing him down.
Nice anti-air back roundhouse right there. Of course, Sim's such a long-range character that a lot of times the fight happens from a distance where the character can't even do anything.
Oh, he chooses not to do anything there. Wow, I don't like that in the slightest, man.
Nice by Champ. He actually FADC'd that on whiff, one of the unique abilities about that move.
Yeah, he takes the first game there.
Yeah, so this guy, if you're going to take risks with Ken, which, you know, you have to in a sim fight because he's going to be zoning you from full screen or three-quarter screen, either one, is jab DP that you just tried, which was nice, and jumping hurricane kicks to mess up his anti-airs. Oh, now he's just playing impatient.
Oh, I really like him going in just after that. That was awesome.
Seeing Sim walk forward is always funny.
Sim actually has some really good safe jump setups. You just don't see it because he's Dawson.
Yeah, he actually has like teleport safe jump setups and stuff like that, which are kind of nifty.
Oh, okay, I like the fireball.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe EX Hurricane instead, but interesting.
And this is such a tough position as a player, is when you're at that distance and you're not at a comfortable health lead. Oh, wow, just a cold jump in. There's that hurricane kick.
Got him, that free ultra. Oh, he got teleport instead of ultra, but he's going to be okay.
And this guy just mashed. This guy's mashing uppercuts and ultras. He's got to relax. He played fine. I don't know why he's risking it so much. He looks a little sketched, too. Look at him. He's like, I need to calm down. That's probably what he's telling himself, you know, like, relax.
It's pretty common for Dawson players to get that accidental input error of teleport on the other side rather than ultra. It's pretty similar motions.
It is overlapping.
Yeah, one is Dragon Punch, all three punches. The other one is quarter circle forward ×2, all three punches. So pretty similar.
Nice anti-air, crouching fierce right there to Ken. Here we go. This is where the other player can work. If he is going to win, it's going to be right now.
Okay, I like him sticking to Hurricane. He throws him into the corner, or out of the corner. Does he have the good setup? No,
nice.
Okay.
Well, it's fine. It's just pressure. It's just to keep him in. He let him out right now. So now Champ, if he wants to make a comeback, it's going to happen in these moments.
I mean, Ken definitely has unblockables. I'm not sure whether they work on Sim.
Or if he knows them, yeah.
Right, that's true. So at this point, he's just building meter, but Dawson's doing the same thing.
And Dawson will get the super first, and he's up around, so it's almost more dangerous to let Sim get the meter.
Right.
Because Sim almost can't make a comeback unless he has super and ultra. But when he has super and ultra, oh, that could have been it.
Oh, so smart into super. Now it's going to be ultra like you were saying. This is risky. If he guesses wrong, it's going to be it for him.
Timed it.
Perfect.
Filipino champ. Yep.
He had exactly what you mentioned. Amazing play.
So the crazy thing about that too is even if he would have blocked it, Sim comes down in this ambiguous cross-up, like, you know, if he comes down jumping medium kick, and it's so difficult to block.
Yeah.
A lot of Sim players will do the meaty EX fireball and time that high teleport, so they'll do like 2 cross-ups in one.
Right.
Very tricky. But that Ken player put up a fight, just didn't work out.
So Filipino champ moves on again. I'm not sure whether that was losers bracket or the finals of the pool. My guess is probably losers.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if champ was in losers. I don't think he's necessarily too worried about that.
Right.
He's just having fun.
Yes, exactly.
He's a good player, and he'll let that carry him. And Momochi is back.
So this actually could be the finals of this pool. This is Mean Saltine, Ben, and on the complete other side of the bracket, if you notice, exactly the opposite sides is Momochi. So
I almost had to.
My guess, yeah, either Momochi is in losers or one of these, or they're in losers, which I just can't imagine is the case.
They'd have to lose their first round each in order to fight each other in losers. So that doesn't even make sense. Yeah.
Right. Mean Saltine is a very strong Geef player out of the Upper Midwest. He has been traveling pretty well lately. He was at CEO. He was at UFGT.
Yeah, I was really shocked by his performance because I hadn't heard much about him. Saw him play, and I was like, this guy's a pro.
He's a strong player. He's got Zangief. A lot of people have jumped the Zangief ship.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people.
I think the EX Green Hand kind of sealed the deal with that.
You got it. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But he's stuck with the character, and not to say that the character is bad. But he just had to play him a little bit differently. This used to be a matchup that I thought he did really well in when he had knockdown EX hand. Now that he doesn't get knocked down so often and he can't abuse Cody's poor wake-up so often, I think it's pretty even or even a win for Cody.
For Cody, I almost feel the same way. It is, of course, just like the older versions, though, that when Geef does get a knockdown, it is brutal for Cody.
Sure.
And he's going to have such a hard time. You're going to see a lot of throw setups when he gets knocked down, a lot of crouching jabs. In the neutral game, in the footsie game, it's really going to be a standing roundhouse from Cody, standing fierce punch.
Yeah.
What is it? Crouch lights, buffers.
Yeah.
Geef is going to have to look for that standing medium punch and sweep.
Yep.
See how it pans out. And he's just hucking all kinds of garbage at Zangief right now.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about Cody's matchups, and I said in some he wants to zone. This is definitely a zoning matchup. You don't want to be next to Zangief.
Ooh, nice crouch fierce trade right there.
Mean Saltine does not quite have EX, which means he can't really get through rocks. But EX, it's a threat for damage, decent damage, but it's not that great anymore.
It's not, you're only +1 on hit.
Yeah, that's not that big a deal.
That's like a do or die kind of guess. You don't get time to really set anything up. And Momochi just looks fortified at this point.
Oh, you know what?
He's a fortress.
I gotta say, I like that second green hand. Mean Saltine just tried the strong or fierce green hand before that, and Cody didn't do anything about it. So he was like, okay, you're not gonna do anything? Let me do it again.
Yeah.
See whether it works out. But this time, Momochi had the punish.
He will punish, man.
Yeah, it was surprising he didn't get the first one.
Yeah, use that standing medium punch more. Don't hit anything. Let Momochi attack first, you know?
Yeah, it's all about stand medium punch and then crouching jab buffer into EX hand. Those are really your two options in footsies, and sweep against Cody. But sweep is punishable now.
Yeah, it's more of a guess type thing, you know?
Right.
I definitely agree. I would not be throwing it out there like reckless abandon.
No, it's an occasional thing, but those are really the buttons you're going to see.
There's that roundhouse. Catches Geef standing or crouching, and it really just stuffs a ton of his pokes at that mid-range. Here we go.
Here comes
Geef can make something happen.
Oh, nice! Wow, you know what? He could have gotten a ton of stun on that.
It's not over. Punishment. Wow.
Oh, he's so smart.
Wow, how's that? I thought that was punishable, though.
Which?
Any of them. They're not plus.
I guess he's just out of range. I mean, yeah, you're right. They're not plus frames, but it's about the range. Oh, he faked rock.
That Momochi got a little lucky right there, I feel like. I really want to see Mean Saltine time that. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Time that standing medium punch versus that standing roundhouse and tell him not to use it.
And that Momochi has to make a little bit of a comeback. It's basically an EX hand plus something else. Oh, he walked right in there and got the grab.
He just threw the dice.
Nice.
Sometimes you got to. I don't know if I would ever test Momochi's reactions again. He got away with it once. Like
he's gotten away with it a couple of times actually with that green hand. But you're right. I'm totally surprised that has been a thing.
That it's working.
Yeah, very surprising.
Here we go. Yeah, he is playing so much better. The fact that he's not doing anything, like, it's just better.
Yeah.
Like, I know that sounds weird, but
you're right.
Less is more with Zangief. And this is all about walking him to that corner. Cody does not have escape options, like none. So once you get him to a corner, if you fight correctly, he will never get out.
Oh, he could have gotten another SPD set up there. I think he thinks that Momochi is not going to be hit by stuff like that.
Yeah.
He got the stand roundhouse. But nothing after that.
Oh, he finally jumped. That was too risky.
Yeah.
It really just after that jump, he kind of sold himself. Yeah, like I'm not playing patient enough.
Yeah, Momochi has really been getting those anti-airs correctly. And if you're Zangief and you can't jump and you're up against a character with buttons like stand roundhouse, it's tough. I mean, you have to convince your opponent to pay such close attention to the ground game that you can jump, or such close attention to the anti-air game that you can play on the ground. That's your game as Zangief. Try to keep the opponent off guard like that, but it hasn't really worked on Momochi so far. Yeah,
that's exactly how Street Fighter works. You can't do two 100% effectively, otherwise you'd be a perfect player.
Right.
So you have to be focusing on one aspect of the game. Of course, when you're playing for Zangief, you're concerned about the ground game. That's why a lot of jumping early medium kicks with Zangief tend to go unpunished.
Slowly
getting him to that
pushing
corner.
Him backwards.
But he can't ever get him to a corner. Well, he did when he won, but when the last couple of rounds, he's gotten him, to an area where he's almost in the corner, and then Momochi fights out of it. Here we go.
Momochi, I love the dash toward right there, and make sure there's as much space between his back and the wall as possible.
Yes. There, he knows the spacing. He knows what being against that wall means.
That crouching jab right there.
Wow,
oh, that's so nice.
That's beautiful.
That's perfect spacing.
Yep.
And Mean Saltine looks like he's on the ropes.
He needs to be doing that too, though. He has a better crouching jab.
Sure.
Here we go. Big mix-up time. Oh,
he missed the combo? I don't know.
I don't know. He needs to commit more, though. It looked like, again, he was debating between some options right there.
Right. So for the first time, he's fighting from the right side.
Yeah. His whole world has been flipped. Oh, these punishes by Momochi are just amazing. Literally maximizing his punishment every single time.
No.
I could have gotten more after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, could have gotten more there too.
He can't jump. Have you noticed how many times Momochi has jumped?
No, he hasn't jumped.
At all. He's got cement on his feet. This guy is not moving, and Mean Saltine really needs to take a page out of his book. He's actually doing a lot of things that Geef should be doing, which is like the crouching jab buffers and the no jumping.
Right. Oh,
Momochi's getting a little risky right there. Ooh. Right guess, but I don't even think that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he did that. If he had that was really his first chance for Ultra 2. Oh, not dead yet.
Oh, man.
You can get stand short on that.
This is not over. This is pretty close still. Don't jump.
Oh, no. He was out of range. He was just throwing it up in the air, trying it out. Mean Saltine does not take it.
That's like a really goofy setup. Basically, you do the like short jump knee, and they whiff in anti-air, and you land and vacuum the anti-air poke. But man, that's not a good time to pull that one out.
All right, so I think we're going to take a quick break here at Evolution 2012.
Right.
Please stick around and join us for more Street Fighter 4 action after this break.
All right, thanks, guys.
Welcome back, everybody, to Evolution 2012. I'm James Chen, and I am sitting here next to the inimitable Mark Julio, a.k.a. Markman. How are you doing?
I'm good, James. This is probably the best time of the year, Evo 2012.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So many people in the ballroom.
Dude, look at you.
Lots of matches going on. I'm trying to hide the bags under my eyes. So
I can't hide mine right now, so, you know. But what do we got here for us?
Oh,
Mark, you have something sitting here in front of us.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have the Evo stick, and I tweeted about it yesterday.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we wanted to have the stick here so people can buy it, and a lot of the international people wanted.
Like as a souvenir and
yeah,
such,
that's right. And it's stuck in customs right now. So we only have like the ones that we brought, but all the sticks, they didn't make it out of customs, mainly because of the 4th of July holiday. So it really sucks, but right now the sticks are available, and they're going to be shipping on Monday or Tuesday of next week.
So in other words, somewhere there's a post office where a bunch of people are playing some Street Fighter right now on Evo joysticks, right?
That's right. And yeah, it's available right now. If you guys actually check madcats.com/Evo, you guys can find out more information on the stick. We did start selling it, so we actually sold quite a lot. We might be selling out today.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we'll sell out today.
I think I saw in your tweet that if you buy this online, you also get a free stick bag.
That's right. There's a special coupon code we have going on right now. We didn't really advertise that anywhere, but on my Twitter, if you check, if you put the bundle into your cart, which is this and a stick bag, and you put in the coupon code EvoStick, you'll get a free stick bag. So
gotcha.
That's our way of saying sorry we screwed up. But yeah, that's that. And man, it's crazy here at Evo. Right when the doors opened around like 8:10, we had an immense line, and or something like a line. Just a crowd of people, and we're pretty much sold out of all of our sticks for today. I mean, we're probably going to meet our tradition of selling out of sticks on the first day.
Wow.
But I pulled some executive Illuminati powers, gathered it deep down, and we're going to get another shipment tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
So we're
going to have some more. But I mean, if you're watching this from your room right now and you want to buy a Mad Cat stick, you better jump into this room now and get it before it's out today.
That's right. If you're stream viewing from your hotel room, get downstairs and do it now.
Yep. Otherwise, if you want to pick up one of these bad boys, you can go to.
If you want more information on this stick, and you can actually win one of these sticks by going to our website. It's madcats.com/Evo, and that contest is open to everyone in the world. You can just enter your email address and all your info there. You'll have a chance to win one of the sticks. We'll pick 3 winners throughout the weekend, and you'll have your choice of either a PS3 or a 360 stick. I'm going to do a giveaway on Twitter as well later on, but you guys just follow me and then you'll find out more information.
Follow you at what?
At Markman23.
Markman23, sounds good.
Yeah.
And one more question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So this one's mine, right?
This one is yours, but it just depends on how nice you are to me this weekend. We're going to dinner, right?
Yeah, okay, we're going to dinner. We don't need...
Let me clear it up with everyone. When we're at Evo, we don't stop working till like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's real talk. So we're not going to dinner.
Yeah,
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, James. Give me my stuff. Hey, I'm gonna head out though. I'm gonna head back. I gotta get back to work. But thank you for having me here, Mr. Chen. Be happy. You're doing commentary. All right, I'll let you hear you.
Can I just hold it for a little bit?
Yeah. You can hold my stick, James.
All right. All right.
You can go first.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Evolution 2012 World Finals here at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. I'm Ski Sonic, and with me is Juicebox.
How's it going, Ski?
Great, man.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be here at the biggest open tournament of the year. Always for all the great fighting games. We got Street Fighter 4 coming up.
Yeah.
We got some pool matches. We got a brand new pool.
Yeah.
So brand new competitors. Looks like the first match we got lined up is going to be Demonic versus Wolfkrone.
Wolfkrone, always a great player to watch. Came up in about 2012 with a strong Crimson Viper, just taking out name after name after name. And 2011 was really his year in Street Fighter 4. He was the unofficial player of the year, taking down Road to Evo after Road to Evo event all the way through. Didn't have as strong a showing in Evo last year as he wanted, and he was actually outshone by another Viper, Latif. But he's been coming up again. You know, he took a little bit of time off. In the past few months, though, I think he's getting back into form. Just a little bit off his game. Would you agree?
Yeah, probably. I mean, his problem is one that I'd say we face pretty often, is that sometimes you face the stiff competition earlier in the bracket, and sometimes the stiff competition, they keep getting better and better and better. So when you keep trying to get better and better and better, like you end up exactly where you were last tournament, and that just speaks to the competitive nature of the game.
Yeah.
But like, of course, if everyone watching at home, you'll notice Joshua Wolfkrone here. He's actually playing on a pad.
Sure.
Lots of players play on stick these days because they prefer that feel, but he sticks to the pad, and it works well for him, even with the, some would say, complicated execution of C Viper.
Yeah, and for a little while we heard a touch of complaints for him dropping combos or some executional errors, but like you said, he's stuck with the pad. He's definitely considered switching to stick, but he's ended up sticking with the pad.
I see him tweeting about it all the time. He's like, I'm going to switch to stick. But we'll see what he's got now. He's going against Demonic, who's playing the Seth, who is on fire.
Yeah, Super Saiyan on fire, Seth.
So we got to start with the zoning game, and what happens? Of course, Viper gets a normal throw in.
Yeah, zoning does not work too well against Viper, and Wolfkrone is so strong at being aggressive, already taking it right to Demonic, but Demonic cuts through the momentum, nice uppercut, and now he's got Wolfkrone in the corner.
Demonic backing up off of Wolfkrone off of that knockdown, something other Seth players probably wouldn't have done. I think he's feeling a twinge of fear here, just understanding that Wolfkrone's one of the better competitors.
Yeah.
Maybe a little afraid of what he would do on Wake Up there.
It's early in the day. This is not a time for that, though, because you're going to be facing killers right from the jump here at Evo.
Stand jab, walk forward into throw.
And this match is really a question of who can get their momentum started first. Wolfkrone is clearly the one in the lead right now, but Demonic has a huge chance here. Oh.
Okay, I think he went for the empty jump pile driver there. Didn't work out. The hard Thunder Knuckle is, of course, only throw invincible now. It actually is not hit invincible, I believe, after the 2012 change.
Okay. Looks like somebody had a button error. They did make it throw invincible. I think it still has strike invincibility.
Still has strike invincibility?
Yeah.
Okay.
Till about the 5th frame.
And what they did was they removed the throw invincibility on EX Seismo is what they did.
That's right.
That's right. Okay. So looks like Demonic is taking a moment to fix his buttons here. As with many game interruptions, even though the rules state, basically what the rules state is that the player may decide what sort of rule he may enforce. Wolfkrone could, I suppose, opt to win the round for free in that case.
Yeah, but it looks like they're going to just play it out. A good sportsman-like attitude. But still, Wolfkrone doing a great job getting the better of Demonic here. Demonic's just not able to apply that pressure game with Seth. That's what Seth's all about. He knocks you down and gets you in the vortex, so to speak. Wolfkrone is just not letting it happen. And this is one of the reasons why Wolfkrone is the best. Viper is indeed a very momentum-based character, but look at this. He knows how to play footsies with Viper. He's the only footsie Viper.
All right, so Demonic was able to get in the, what's that move called where he sucks you into his stomach?
Tandem.
Tandem engine. Excuse me. All right, so what he pulled him in, got the hit, but unfortunately didn't combo off it, and just Wolfkrone making quick work of Demonic here.
Wolfkrone using those seismos, keeping the Thunder Knuckles right on the tip. Try to make his way in, but still so patiently getting his offense started against Demonic.
Nice frame trap there with the counter hit close spears. Now, the footsie game in this particular matchup is actually kind of chaotic. I mean, the idea is they can both make each other move all they want with moves like Tangent Engine and Seismic, the Seismo Pound, and then, of course, she's got the Instant Flame Kick, which is positive on block, so you don't want to block it, so you want to try to move around it. And here we go. Demonic just got a quick stun. Looks like he's going to finish off the round right now. Wow, nice. We got Lynx.
Looks like he's woken up. Not going down without a fight. Nice round from Demonic.
Maybe he just needed a game to warm up. Who knows?
Oh, no. That was on the same side. That's just a huge mistake, and he's going to let Wolfcrone have a chance here. Really late cross up, and the stun, and Wolfcrone answers back with a perfect.
I'm actually pretty sure that did not combo. That jump hard kick to that crouch fierce?
It might not have. It was pretty shallow.
Because he switched from standing to crouching in the middle of that.
Okay, yeah.
That didn't work.
Pretty shallow.
Going for the stun. Ooh, it's going to be one more hit, and that's it.
Oh, he fights out of it. And a corner combo. Nice.
Dancing on him.
Where will it go from here? Oh, just a frame trap. Wolfcrone falls for it. And a stun returns the favor.
He's going to set up another corner combo here.
I think he would go well. He would serve himself well to go for a reset here. He's not going to be able to kill. You don't want to give Wolfcrone another chance. Reset, and Demonic taking a game off Wolfcrone.
Demonic.
Nice.
Actually got a game on him. Very, very excellent job there. Suspecting that Wolfcrone was not going to block, it just goes for one jab, close fierce frame trap. Works every time. It's super tight.
Can't press buttons there. 1-1.
But of course, the defining characteristic of a top player is their ability to adapt.
Yes.
So let's see what Wolfcrone can do here.
He's already looking strong, and he's just, wow.
Go through that, Shoryu.
Wow.
I don't care.
What a read. What a read. And Wolfcrone, just like you said, adapting, answering back, and he's not going to go down that easily.
Viper puts an elbow in his face, and we're off to round 2. Seismo fake, here we go.
I think he missed a dive kick input. Demonic looking like he's faltering a little bit, but here's a huge opportunity for him.
Ooh, goes for the empty one.
He's been
into
looking
the pile driver.
He's been looking for those SPDs. He has not been landing them. He might want to shy away from that option, and he doesn't have a lot of time left to adapt here.
Might want to use more frame traps, but he doesn't have the option at this point. Wolfcrone has won game 2, and that's going to finish it off. So good job there from Demonic, able to pull a game off of him, but just not able to win 2. That's what it counts. You got to win 2.
The adaptation in the last game there was superb from Wolfcrone, and it was clear that a bit of the mental guard break on the part of Demonic at the end there just bet it all on that wake-up uppercut. Character's clearly going to die there if that's blocked. Risk-reward not in his favor. So I think Wolfcrone was just too in control in that last game.
Exactly. Control's the name of the game. Depending on the matchup, control can sometimes be hard to maintain. Like Viper versus Seth, Akuma versus Akuma. There's all sorts of matchups where control is sort of constantly switching.
Yes.
But then there's other matchups like, say, Ryu versus Honda, where, you know, the control is it's very obvious who has control, although you can steal it at certain points.
Yeah.
And we've already got the next match lined up here. I see Rom. I see Rom in his hair.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss that guy. Rom, NorCal Third Strike player originally. Play Third Strike, it's a good game. That's that guy.
It's a good game. Is he the one who bought ThirdStrike.com?
I don't think that he bought it.
Okay.
But he made it famous.
Somebody bought that website.
Yeah, so if you're wondering what we're talking about, you can actually head on over to that website right now. It'll only take a second. Play Third Strike, it's a good game.com. Is that it?
No, it's playthirdstrike.com.
Just Play Third Strike.
And when you go there, it's nothing but a blank white page with text that says it's a good game.
Yeah. And he's just a notorious video where he tries to get people to play the game that he loves. But no Third Strike right now. It's just Street Fighter 4. And the last I saw him, he was playing Yang.
Yeah, he should still be playing Yang. Yang obviously was his character in Third Strike, and he decides to stick with him. Yang was slightly nerfed in the transition from Arcade Edition to 2012, or maybe not slightly.
He caught it, yeah. He caught it.
He got a couple things. The biggest ones were probably the nerf to his cross-up medium kick was the biggest one.
That's the biggest one, for sure.
It still crosses up, but it just has a much smaller cross-up hitbox, so you do have to be at the right spot.
Yeah.
And of course, there was the dive kick nerf, which both twins received, which made the hurt box quite a bit bigger on those. So if you just sort of mash standing jab, they kind of can't dive kick you.
But still with love for his character, and he's going to be playing against Charithi. Oh,
Charithi. Popular player, did very, very well at the last Canadian tournament.
Yeah, he's done incredibly well for himself in the last couple of months here on the way to Evo. Really showing people the power of Cammy.
All right, so we've got, this is a more traditional matchup, I'd say, over, say, Viper and Seth. This is a match where you're going to see a lot of footsies, lots of ground-based aggression. You're going to try to, you're going to see the Cammy player use jumping hard kick a lot because he's going to try to get him to try to anti-air it, in which case he'll be able to land a dive kick.
Yeah, and it's as traditional as it gets with a dive kick character, and as you see, Rom's going to be trying to thread the needle, just using the dive kick to cover some space. Some neutral jumps right there, just to feint out the idea of the dive kick.
That's the pretty much perfectly ambiguous cannon strike setup. It's pretty difficult to actually get it to cross up, though.
Yeah, that's very true. But, you know, a lot of people actually don't know the details of it, and you flinch.
It's a bit like Ryu's jumping fierce. It has a cross-up hitbox, but it's as small as it can possibly be. It's very unlikely that the move can cross up.
Reckless safe on block, still got himself thrown. Oh, that was a great guess. He knew he wasn't at frame advantage. He doesn't have any meter left to close this one out, so Charithi takes it with block stun damage.
That's going to be the chip. So we get to see the cheese. See the letter C? I mean, it stands for chip. But in Alpha 3, you got a little cheese too.
It was actually a block of cheese back then.
That's what I miss. I miss little cool things like that. What we've got here is we've got Rom coming out to a quick lead in round 2.
He's still having a hard time maintaining any pressure. Charithi knows the character. It looks like he knows the matchup. He's also making great reads against Rom.
All right, Rom with the close fierce after the Zenpo tension. That is actually a one-frame link for Yang.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult. Some Yang players just opt to go for the close strong, but he gets the close forward into the Ultra 1 here. Couldn't avoid that one. Here comes the cross-up setup.
Stays on the same side. Reads the uppercut. Nice block there. And that's great for Rom.
All right, that standing hard kick of Yang, arguably his greatest poke in the footsie game.
Yeah.
Nice and quick on startup, hits kind of high. It hits a handful of characters crouching, actually.
Yeah.
But it has the longest range. His hard kick and his hard punch are going to be the ones you're going to see a lot of here.
Oh, that didn't combo. He caught him pressing a button with the counter hit.
Oh, ambiguous setup.
Yeah, really late dash under there.
Not able to deal with the jump-in game of Charithi right now. Just sort of jumping at him all day, and Rom does not have an answer at the moment.
Yeah, and he was just really comfortably playing his game there. He didn't really need to adapt too much to Rom in the last match there. Just a couple quick series.
Rom is going to have to go for some uppercuts at this point. Over here. All right, Rom is doing a pretty good job with the footsies at this point. He's got a good life lead, about 70%. Just don't let him jump at you, Rom. All right, that EX dash there from Yang has hit invincibility, but not throw invincibility. Very, very similar to Abel's throw, if not identical. Abel's roll move, excuse me.
Yeah, and these are two characters that you generally associate with really aggro play, but both of these players very experienced, and they're staying patient, waiting for their spots.
Walks up and does a normal throw. Now we've got the corner setup. Cammy's corner game is a bit more dangerous than most characters. I believe she has an unblockable setup against a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Rom trying to get his offense going, but just getting thrown out of it. Yep, once again avoids the situation.
There's the
Yep.
There's the uppercut you're talking about he had to do. He's really he's getting red on those neutral jumps. He's trying to use that to just set up an entrance to get into Cammy's face. Too much control from Charithi.
Right, this is a match that It's going to end up even when the characters mix each other up, but as far as the footsies go, Yang does not have the range to really deal with that jump-in mix-up very well. I would say that what Ram has to do is he has to try to stand inside Cammy's hard kick range, which is dangerous. But at that range, he can react to any jump with a neutral jump fierce or with an uppercut, which is not going to trade with the dive kick at, with Cammy's cannon strike at that range. But he's got to stand inside that range, otherwise he's got no hope of anti-airing her. Oh, here's the reset.
Chance. Oh, doesn't go for it. He's playing very, very respectfully of Charithi, but there he goes for a reset. Drops the pressure, though.
I think he was going for a sort of a high-level mix-up, the one where it's like, I think you've seen this before.
Yeah. Yeah, just tons of respect given. And sometimes when you do that, you back off a little too preemptively. And a guy like Charithi had already shown that he was playing very patiently. So just a few bad choices. Well, not even necessarily bad choices, but the choices just didn't go his way for Ram.
Ram, one of the better Yang players, actually. So I'd say it was a pretty respectable performance. But Charithi is a tournament winner up in Canada.
Yes.
Very, very respectable. He was able to beat Dominion up there. Cammy Guile is not an easy match.
Yeah, he beat Dominion and Wolfkrone the last couple of tournaments up there. So no surprise there to see him moving on still.
Excellent job there from those two players. Looks like we've got the next one lined up here. How about shout-outs to Kaneda here and his Hyper collection? Have you seen these shirts?
Yeah. He's got a great sense of design for these, you know. Taking something that we love and just tweaking it a little bit, making it cool, fashionable.
Out of the World Warriors, man, it was probably Ken. Ken was the one I played most on Super Nintendo.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Ken.
I played Chun-Li.
Man.
Obviously.
Mashing on that kick button.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I did what worked.
I remember the first time I figured out I could cancel a crouch fierce into a Hadouken. I'm like, how do I do that? I would always get it by accident. I could never figure it out.
My older brother taught me. Yeah. Quality time.
All right, so what we've got here, we've got the button checks going. We're about to get ready with the next match.
Is this Bonchan?
I think it might be.
Bonchan in Helsing? All right. So Bonchan is probably the strongest Japanese Sagat.
Okay, so what we've got is Bonchan versus Vicious Helsing. Vicious Helsing looks like he's going for Jury here. Now, Jury Sagat, I'll have to comment on this match.
You can tell me all about it.
This match is even.
Okay.
Offline it is anyway. The idea is when they're at full screen, she can go toe-for-toe with his fireballs if she destroys them and parries them. She should be using medium punch parry a lot to maintain distance.
Okay.
Occasionally hard punch parry maybe to throw him off, but at full screen she is not at a disadvantage here, except possibly for chip damage or something like that. She has frame advantage on all of her blocked projectiles. Some drop combo there, but she has 950 life. Sagat at 1050, so even though Sagat has a life advantage, his mix-ups don't really do the greatest damage unless he lands a raw jump in like that one, gets a stun.
Wow.
Just up-close mix-ups, that's all you need.
Not sure what Helsing was going for there with the wake-up standing, but I think he needs to calm down playing against the player of Bonchan's caliber.
Indeed, uppercuts that dive kick. That dive kick can help, shall we say, beat low Tiger shots only on reaction from about the mid-screen range. There's lots that she can do at the far range, basically, to nullify his long-range game. So if she can get a life lead, she can turtle him. But doesn't look like that's what's happening right now. Looks like he's getting anti-air and getting destroyed. Bonchan is, of course, a highly notable Japanese player.
He woke up standing again. I
think he's got tournament nerves is what's going on.
He really needs to calm down. Just show Bonchan a little bit of defense and at least make him think twice because he's kind of running through him at this point. He hasn't really tried to match the fireball game, and he hasn't used the medium punch parry at all, which we were talking about.
Yeah. That's really the hardest part of playing Jury. It's the #1 thing I would recommend to novice and even intermediate level Jury players. Do not focus on her offense. Pretend you're Ryu. I like to think of Jury as Ryu 2.0. She has pretty much the same tools Ryu has. Good low forward, slightly longer range than her low forward trip. Only a couple normals with frame advantage in her case. She's got a couple safe jump setups, but the idea is she has a better fireball game, a more varied fireball game, and her parries allow her to dance around other projectile users.
Right on.
Jury is much, much better against other projectile users than other projectile users.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's really what makes her unique. And so if you have to work on the defense game, the zoning game, the projectile game before you can get really good at any of her bad matchups.
Yeah, the ability to stock fireballs, have multiple fireballs to match with, as well as go with the parry.
Exactly. Her fireball has frame advantage. So not only can she throw fireballs toe-for-toe with Ryu and Sagat and even Guile, but she has frame advantage on them. So similar to Guile, she can always use them up close to go for good offense.
A lot of ways to collide with fireballs, a lot of ways to actually counter. She has one that can go under most fireballs.
Right, maximum damage there.
She's getting pushed all the way to the corner and not looking good for Helsing here.
Yep.
Just way too impatient from Helsing.
Yeah, tried to get something going there, but Bonchan was just too good, just getting stuffed at every opportunity. Bonchan wins that one nice and easy, 2-0.
Yeah.
Just got with that eye patch. All right, so what we've got next, we've already got the next match. Looks like we got a pad player coming up. It's going to be really, really excellent.
We have Western Wolves Mad Cats' last Korean player, and he'll be up against Booth. There you see Last sitting down.
All right, so we've had some interesting matches so far, but of course we're early in the tournament. So what we saw Demonic with the Seth not do so well.
Not too badly, actually, for the player that he was playing. Not too terribly.
And then we had Bonchan just sort of go through his opponent in that last match.
So as you said, this is early in the tournament. We're getting through the pools, so we will see a lot of stronger seeds against unseeded players.
Exactly.
It's really going to be up to those guys to rise up and establish themselves here on the stage, on the big screen here at Evo. There's thousands of people watching. You really have a chance to make a name for yourself. But to do it, you're going to have to go through a Wolf Crone. You're going to have to go through a Bonchan. And that's going to be tough.
Fighting game tournaments are open. The idea is you got to put your flag in the ground. You got to claim your stake. You got to say, I'm going to beat this guy because I've been practicing and I'm good enough, and I don't care if he's Wolf Crone or Ski Sonic or Juice Box. I don't give a crap. I'm going to beat him up.
A lot of times the name gets to a player, and I'm not sure if from Vicious Helsing he wasn't playing in his game. He wasn't playing as strong as he normally does. But just the fundamental Jury game was a little bit lacking there.
Indeed. So moving from the past match into the new one. Looks like it's going to be Ryu versus Honda. Good old Street Fighter 2 match. This should be a really, really good one. This
is just the match that you were mentioning earlier, where the person that's in control is very obvious. You know, Ryu is going to be able to control Honda's movements through fireballs, through just uppercuts, through walk-back sweeps. And Honda's going to have a tough time just trying to get in there and make things happen. But once he does, he has the tools to do big damage.
Exactly. Now, this would be a great opportunity to explain option selects because we're going to see it in this match. The idea is one series of inputs, two possible outcomes.
Exactly.
Based on what your opponent does. If Ryu lands a crouching roundhouse against Honda, he can do a jump fierce, option selected, what we call it, into a medium punch Shoryu. Now, because of the stoppage, because of the way that time stops when you hit a person or when the move is blocked, the medium Shoryu will only come out if that hard punch does not connect.
Right.
If that hard punch does connect, you confirm it into a combo, or obviously it was blocked and you do a mix-up. The idea is Honda cannot do any reversal attacks. There we go.
It is, right there.
What'd I say?
And sometimes you even have incredibly advanced option selects where you have 3 options. Sometimes you can get a block in there.
Exactly. Nice, good old Fierce Shoryu. Now the Fierce Shoryu from Ryu there actually doesn't have as much invincibility as it used to, but in exchange it was buffed back to vanilla damage. It is 160, but also it cannot be FADC'd in 2012 version of Arcade Edition. So there we go, round 1, nice and easy. Laugh coming out to a commanding lead.
I think Booth has already shown himself to be incredibly aggressive. He opened up the last round with just 99-second headbutt. So Laugh is just playing pretty cautiously, backing off, keeping him at that crouch forward range, and not even getting too aggressive throwing fireballs. Doesn't want to eat any big jump-ins.
Right, this is the sort of match that Honda basically needs to force the Ryu player to make a mistake. Oh, went for some heavy mind games right there.
Yeah, that was a bit of shenanigans. Didn't go, but at least Laugh will have to think about that next time he sees a 100-hand slap, at the very least.
When you have a character that walks slow, I mean, what needs to happen is you have to try to push them. You have to try to get them to let go of their life lead to attack you. When you walk up to someone, if they don't hit any buttons, eventually you can throw them. So at some point, they have to hit a button or jump or otherwise move to defend themselves. And this is the essence of footsies. By just with your movements, with the threat of normals, and with the actual normals, you try to get them to defend themselves so that you can get them to not block. And at that point, you get attacks, you get jump-ins, you get mix-ups, and that's really what Street Fighter comes down to.
Laugh is an incredibly footsie-based player. You know, we've seen some Ryus like Ducko, for instance, who just plays incredibly aggressively. He gets in there, he makes a lot of frame traps, but Laugh, a bit of a more traditional style Ryu. Really relies on footsies.
Went for the Shoryu there, no fear. All right, some excellent offense there from Laugh.
Yeah, and he's utilizing that backwards jump. That's just a classic maneuver to counter the headbutt, should it come. Although it really looks like Booth isn't even really trying to sit on charge too much. He's trying to just walk in there, jump in there, go in there, and make something happen.
I think he got waiting for the throw. Oh! Boost! Cool. They get punched in your chest.
I think he did he option select that crouch fierce?
I think he tried to.
Hoping that he would do anything else. Oh my God.
Get your spine crushed.
Slight miscalculation on the chip damage there.
Good old Laugh laughing. Booth having a good laugh too. Don't forget, guys, it's a video game. Have some fun.
Yeah, it's about fun. And winning, but also fun. Clean uppercut. Laugh settling into control here.
Went for that low strong. He knew that ultra was coming. Hoo-ah! Forward Pierce.
That's not going to go.
Might as well.
Wow, recovers the perfect.
That is a double P.
Wow. I actually forgot.
That's 2 big yellow Ps there for Laugh. Double perfect. Just finishing it off quickly. All right, Ryu Honda, what can you do?
Yeah, it's going to be in Ryu's favor, you know.
No easy way around projectiles. He's got to jump. He's got to try to walk up to him and get him to hit buttons. And that's what Booth was trying, but it just didn't work out for him.
He's forced to, as you said, try to make the Ryu player make some mistakes. But Laugh was in control the whole time. He stayed calm. He kept him at that max crouch forward range. And he didn't rely too much on Fireball, so Booth wasn't even able to really find too many jump-ins.
Exactly. You know, bad matchups are always part of the game of Street Fighter. You have you always want to make sure you have backup character. Well, you don't always need them, actually. Depending on the character, you can main someone who's got good matchups, only a couple, maybe 4-6s, and you can do well at tournaments. But most characters, you're probably going to want to have a couple different characters in the back in case you come across a bad matchup, because sometimes it's just easier to pick another character than to have to deal with all the work is what it is. Yeah,
you know, and that comes down to the personal preferences of a player. Sometimes you see the character loyalist, the character specialist,
like
the juice box able, but eventually even you picked up Jury.
Eventually. Yeah. You know, I hate Rufus is what it comes down to. So, you know, I got a plan for Rufus this tournament. Didn't happen last tournament, but I got a plan for Rufus this time.
All right. Does it involve picking Jury?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, it does not.
See how that works out for you. So it looks like coming up next we'll have Mr. SNK and Rayblade X.
Mr. SNK comes from Arizona, great Honda player. Played him all the time.
Yeah, and he was on Latif's SBO team last year.
Yes.
Did very well for themselves. But like you said, a strong Honda player as well. Another Honda coming up.
He really spent pretty much all of his time perfecting hands, making sure he always gets jab hands. He does, when I watch him, he actually does the reverse piano method. Hits jab, then he hits fierce, medium jab, and then fierce again.
Okay. That's a pretty interesting way to do it.
I mean, me personally, I'd go 1-2-3, 1-3,
yeah,
from left to right. But if you drum your fingers, you'll notice it's natural to go from right to left.
Yeah.
So he prefers to drum that way. Rayblade looks like he's going to pull out Balrog. This could be very boring when they both have full life. The life lead in this match is very important because similar to Honda Ryu, Honda does not have a lot of great ways to force the Balrog player to let go of that charge. He can anti-air very easily with crouching hard punch, with headbutt. But if the Honda has the life lead, oh, there's that life lead.
This is one of those down back matches. Nice response there, though, with the headbutt. Mr. SNK taking that life lead. And he's starting it off playing a little bit aggressively, feeling out his opponent.
Doing very well thus far, catching a lot of his offense with headbutts. All right, empty jump into a throw attempt. Gets teched. Rayblade's got some meter here. He can definitely make something happen. Mr. SNK just tries to headbutt through the poke string, able to get that hit. He's got the next round with no meter, though.
And we're talking about this being a down backy matchup, but no, Mr. SNK is using that walk-up jab, buffering the hands behind it quite a bit, and only relying on the headbutt when he gets pressured.
Ooh, armor break on that turn punch to blow up Mr. SNK's focus. Yet again, we had another dash punch attempt that gets EX headbutted. Goes for a reversal super, nothing happening there. Mr. SNK goes for the EX headbutt punish and then uses a stand fierce to anti-air and finishes off round 2. Mr. SNK, very offensive with his Honda here.
At least until Rayblade forces him to play another style in the match as quickly as possible. He's still able to maintain control. He was caging him a little bit with the hands and an easy anti-air there with the stand fierce. And this is a drastically different choice of characters.
This is completely different. Glad somebody in the room knows Gen.
Yeah, you know, I think Gen is still, you know, very underutilized.
I was going to use the exact same words. Underutilized, not underpowered, not unpopular, just underutilized.
Yeah.
All right, a sumo slam to start it off. Goes for the cross-up attempt off the wall bounce, but doesn't get anything off of it.
So he's still going to be able to play a bit of a footsies game here. Gen has pretty strong pokes. He's able to alter his jump arc very quickly with his stance switch, and that'll make things a lot harder for Mr. SNK to just to play his game, to just find easy anti-airs.
Exactly. Gen's footsie game at the highest level revolves mostly around standing medium kick into meterless hand, just like it was in vanilla.
Yeah.
Then crouching roundhouse has excellent range. When combined with his pretty fast dash compared to other characters, it can give him a very, very nice, almost half-screen sphere of influence, you could say, in his footsie game. It's very hard to get around. Also, while he's in crane stance, he has the, I believe, second fastest walk speed in the game. So he's got some interesting techniques he can do off of that.
He's still having a hard time getting anything started against Mr. SNK. Okay.
That's the focus cancel juggle. Into that, he's going to get a setup off of this dash cross-up. Goes for the reversal, doesn't get it. Looks like Mr. SNK isn't quite well versed in punishing that one.
He's got to be careful of the hands now. Mr. SNK fully loaded. And that was an opportunity there to seal it away.
Right, Rayblade, if he gets tapped one more time, he's done.
There it is.
Crouch jab to hands, good old. Mr. SNK takes it pretty convincingly. Nice attempt to counterpick from Rayblade, but didn't work out for him.
He just wasn't able to get any significant damage, you know.
Gen's damage comes from the very, very particular links.
Yeah.
Low jab to close fierce.
Yeah.
And once you get that, you want to go into hands, FADC forward. You get another awesome juicy link, fierce medium kick, up kicks. Nice chunky damage like on the 300 range. So.
Yeah, those really long combos. But really just not an opportunity to apply his game against Mr. SNK. Mr. SNK was able to play the offensive game and the defensive game in that matchup.
Yeah, so Honda's one of those characters where the bad matchups are only bad if you don't hit him once. because Honda's designed to keep the life lead, which is why his movement tools are so bad. If you think about the design philosophy of the game.
Sure.
He has probably one of the best and simplest ways to maintain his life lead out of the entire cast. His crouching jab has absolutely ridiculous hitbox on it. You cannot hit his hand beyond his elbow.
That's very true.
You cannot do it. But you can't jump in on him either if he has charge.
Yep.
So if he's down back, you can't walk into his jab, and if you do, he pushes you away with hands, and he's plus on block, so he's got advantage and can try a mix-up. But if you jump at him, he headbutts you, and if you're standing up, he's still got hard kick.
Yeah, and Stand Fierce also a great anti-air as well. But once he loses the life lead, he has to really make some, take some huge risks to try to get it back.
Exactly. We've already got the next match lined up. Looks like we've got DJ.
It's Lexi and Black Skills.
Lexi and Black Skills. All right. Should be an excellent match.
I think Lexi's our Chun.
I believe so.
And, oh, Black Skills is the SoCal player, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've seen him on the microphone at Wednesday Night Fights.
All right, now DJ Chun-Li, this is a match where the person with the life lead is probably going to want to zone out. DJ is not going to have an easy way in on Chun-Li. Chun-Li does have a bit of a normal advantage in this match.
Yeah, she's definitely going to out-poke him. Using that stand strong. She has a great fireball. He can't really match her in the fireball game, even though they're both charged characters. She's going to be able to move around more freely after throwing a fireball. She can do the Hazancho over top of a fireball.
She does not need to be moving too much in this match, but she does need to maintain charge just to destroy his projectile so that he doesn't get any good offense going. And comes away with a nice win in round 1 here.
What will happen now?
Wow, dash Hazancho. Very offensive.
Yeah, just a read. Oh,
that links across medium kick. It's a very, very nice combo from DJ. I didn't know he had a combo that was that rhythmic.
He's all about the rhythm, man.
Why don't you download my album? That's one of his win quotes. Just saying.
All right.
Street Fighter keeping it current. It's 2012.
So now he's got the life lead. He recognizes it. He's playing a fireball game.
Not gonna even bother to get in on that. Throws an EX projectile and gets jumped in on.
If he had stuck with the normal fireballs, he might have even been able to FADC backwards on a reaction, but now he's lost it. He has to try